morning all. Terry and I, where's Terry? Hiding, there he is. We are out with the Rx10s today. He's got his as well. He's done his back in apparently, some excuse. So he's left the Z8 and big lenses at home. And it's a bit of an Rx10 day, so flipping heck, that's slippery. Still didn't change into my boots. Oh, special. But anyway, we're at a place called Ashburnham Place. Turn around. Which is a place that you can come to, not every day of the week, but it's free to come. It's really pretty. And as we get into autumn, the colours will be changing more and more. Quite a bit of wildlife, but it is a bit hit and miss. Some days we'll see things, some days you won't. But it's very peaceful, so if you do see stuff, it is generally quite good. But the benefit obviously having the Rx10 with this is we can get some landscape shots and wildlife at the same time without having to swap lenses. But look at that, beautiful. Apparently you can go swimming in there, but I wouldn't. Get attacked by the massive fish. So anyway, we'll have a little wander around. Terry's just taking a couple of shots. It's really interesting. Someone's pulled back the old fencing here. It wasn't us, but it means we can get a couple of shots there because it's pretty rot. I reckon that walkway is probably rotten. I wouldn't want to risk it. Did photo shoots on it years ago. Had a girl sitting at the end, which was really cool shots, to be fair. Yeah, careful. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a quick nose. It's a fantastic view through here. There you go, guys. Look at that, with all the ivy and everything growing through. It just looks awesome. It's and the lovely reflections on the water from the other side with the autumn colours starting to come through. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So far, the lake is empty. Well, not empty, but lack of any wildlife. Normally there's cormorants and herons and things sometimes. Mostly ducks. But nothing at the moment. We've obviously decided to go on holiday somewhere. Here's the squirrel. Got your nut in your mouth. Oh, he's off. He's not bothered by us really, is he? No. Too busy digging holes and... It's funny watching nature at work. He's just hidden that nut in there.
In our garden, they've not the grass, they're in it.
It's quite cool to see people, the reflection of people walking. Oh, he's picking off the bark. Let's probably get into the little grubs. Yep. See what he's doing? They're quite clever, aren't they? Yeah, just picking off. Oh, they're having a little breakfast. Oh, blimey, he just ripped the bark off completely. Shows how strong their beaks are. He's picking off the fungi. Beast. Pop, 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 pop. I think so. Oh, here's a kangaroo. Right, the first photo here is the old boat shed, which is completely rot, and sadly it's probably going to fall down at some point, but it's such a cool little old building. It's worth photographing as much as I can. Shot f5.6, 24mm, 1/200th of a second, ISO 320. ISO 320 basically to give me the light inside the cabin, and then basically you can mess around with the exposure and everything in post, because it's very difficult to get that perfect due to the amount of sunlight and everything coming down onto the trees whilst being in the shade. So I just used a little bit more ISO on that one. The next shot is a little bit autumn colours on the leaves there. F4 at 600 millimeters, 1/200th of a second, ISO 320, shooting basically pretty much into the sun, up through the trees. Looks really nice. Mr. Robin. So Mr. Robin was shot at 600mm, f4, 1/125th of a second, ISO 320. The light wasn't brilliant, the sun had gone in, but still looked pretty good, to be fair. Mr. Magpie doing his thing, flying off. 1/1250th of a second, f4, 600mm, ISO 320. By then the sky had lost the sun, it was just white cloud, so it was a real shame. Before the sun did go, I did manage to get this fly, which was randomly sitting, keeping itself warm, I guess. f4, 600mm, about 70 centimeters and away from the subject. 1/640th of a second, ISO 320. And this shot here of a dandelion looking into the sun was shot at 1/10,000th of a second, 24mm, f2.5, ISO 320. This shot here was probably my favourite shot of the day. A pond skater as such, and a little lily pad there. That is actually the reflection of the sun. I managed to move into the sort of right area to get it. And that was shot at 1/800th of a second, f4, 600mm, ISO 320. This one here is shooting up through the leaves, and actually water is actually on the other side of the leaf. 1/500th of a second, f5.6, ISO 320, 600mm. Mr. Squirrel looking down through the oak tree there, and that was 1/400th of a second, f4, ISO 800 at 600mm. Quite dull lighting, which was a bit of a shame, but it worked. Bit of black and white. This old doorway into the walled garden, 1/400th of a second, f5.6, 24mm, ISO 320, and then converted to black and white. Very difficult to get everything level and straight because I wasn't perfect on it. This shot here is a really cool old tree. I think it got struck by lightning many years ago. This was shot f2.4, 24mm. 1/1000th of a second, ISO 320, and it works better in black and white. And here is probably the best autumn shot I took of the day, really, with those colours, the sunlight just blasting through, and it looked okay. A little bit of boosting of the colours in post just to bring them right out, but that was shot f3.5 and 1/200th of a second, ISO 320. And I shot it at about 220mm to get that shot there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well. More coming very soon, and yeah, hopefully we get a nice pretty autumn happening at the moment. So hopefully it just gets better and better and better. Get a few frosts and some early morning sun, nice and low, and spider webs and everything like that. Hopefully we can get some cool shots as well. So anyway, I shall see you soon.